Reports of a school shooting in California.
A deadly shooting at a Kentucky high school. 2 students killed, 18 injured. At least 3 are in critical.
Memo last July announced a blanket ban on transgender people serving in the military.
The government released new statistics about suicide in the U.S. The nation's suicide rate is at its highest point since 1986.
The YouTube generation did not invent bullying.
52 people were shot.
Increasing reports of hate crimes in communities across the nation.
Stand up if you have ever seen somebody else stay silent and you know they should have spoken up.
That it's really hard to talk openly about something that you've been so afraid of.
You might be kind of embarrassed about it.
We all come from different backgrounds. We're all surrounded by different kinds of injustice that can be so hard to talk about. Unsilence helps us have these urgent conversations because we can't deal with injustice unless we talk about it.
I feel suicide is hard to talk about.
Why would you be prejudiced against women and gays?
So another thing I think that's super hard to talk about is especially shootings, especially school shootings.
At Unsilence, we help to give you the skills to have those really tough, difficult conversations that need to be had.
Unsilence grew out of the question, why do so many histories of atrocity and violence stay hidden in society? And what can we do to break that silence to lead to real change?
Unsilence focuses on 3 different types of silencing. We talk about institutional silencing, we talk about personal silencing, and we talk about cultural silencing. These 3 different silencing kind of map out the organization and kind of the workshop as a whole.
Unsilence designs social justice treasure hunts, songwriting workshops, web quests and choose your own adventure stories, and even interactive art exhibitions. We use storytelling, the arts, and game design to help communities shed light on and speak up against injustice.
We provide leadership training and interactive learning experiences with educators, with youth, policymakers, museum docents, parents, because everyone needs to be working on unsilencing what is most important in their community. And we can't make real change unless we all unsilence these tough issues.
All of these are topics that we should talk about, but we don't talk about because we're afraid of it, or we don't know how. And so the fact that we have a voice here, it matters because sometimes we don't always have a voice.
Problems can't be solved unless women and men are more empowered to speak up about it. I feel like that empowerment is really important to unsilencing communities and victims.
In order to talk about things, you need to also be a good listener. And this entire workshop taught me the importance of listening to different stories and different opinions, because if we can broaden our scope of understanding, then that's when we can truly help other people.
When we first started Unsilence, the hope was that young people would learn how to speak up. The reality is they go far beyond speaking up. They go into their communities and they make a real difference.